everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video, and we are looking at Cthulhu Warrior on the standard mode ladder. Why Cthulhu Warrior? Well, at the moment the most popular deck on the ladder is Mid-Range Shaman, and Mid-Range Shaman will be the most dominant deck on the ladder until Tunnel Trog rotates out. So until next year, we're stuck with that deck, having to face it constantly on the ladder. What's Mid-Range Shaman got? It's got the Tunnel Trog start with Totem Golem. Okay, that's insane early game. And then it's got Lightning Storm, Maelstrom Portal to clear the board. And then it's got Thing from Below, Fire Elemental for that late game. And it's just really, really versatile and really flexible as a deck. It can be aggressive, it can be defensive. Obviously, there's Thunderbluff Valiant. So, really, at the moment, it's a case of either you play Mid-Range Shaman or you look at decks that can counter it. And Cthulhu Warrior, in my opinion, does a pretty solid job at countering Mid-Range Shaman. Why? Because you can armor up. Providing you can get that armor count going, and you can use Justicar, you can use Ancient Shieldbearer or Brown Bronzebeard with Ancient Shieldbearer, get the armor going, it can become very difficult for the Shaman to kill you, in essence, because you can then combo that with double brawl, clear the board, and time those brawls ever so carefully to get rid of the Shaman's biggest minions. And if that fails, you have Execute, you have Shield Slam, you have those methods, and then you have Cthulhu, and if Cthulhu dies, you have the Doom Caller. What's even better than just one Doom Caller? Brown Bronzebeard into Doom Caller gives you double Cthulhu. It's like playing the Doom Caller twice, which is insane. So, let's have a look at this Cthulhu Warrior taking on Mid-Range Shaman on the ladder. Okay, I'm dumping my whole hand. By the way, this is standard mode, and we're only at rank 17. This was from the start of the season, and I was just looking at decks that could counter Shaman. So this was at the start of the season, and you'd be looking at rank 17 and saying, oh, it's only rank 17. Well, you know, actually, rank 17 it's pretty decent rank these days. I'll tell you why. Because at rank 17, everyone's playing pro decks. Everyone is playing complete pro decks. So you could expect to go up against quite a challenge, actually, at rank 17. But as I say, this was at the start of the season, so obviously everyone was rushing in there to rank up. And we're going up against this mid-range Shaman here. Look at my hand. I have the Beckoner of Evil, 2 cost. That's pretty good, and I can follow that up with a Ravaging Ghoul. But obviously Ravaging Ghoul is really good if you're killing minions at 1 health, or if you're comboing with Execute, for example, or with some other kind of a trade. This Shaman is taking his sweet time here, really thinking hard. Oh really? You had to think about a Tunnel Trog. Okay. I'm not playing anything. I'm not coining out the Beckoner. Why? Because I don't have I wouldn't have a follow-up 2-drop on this turn. That's why I didn't coin it out. But there we go, we played the Beckoner there on turn 2, on curve. It's going to get eaten alive here. Yeah, Lightning Bolt. And look, this is Mid-Range Shaman doing Shaman things. For all I know, this could be aggro Shaman, you know, for all I know. But Shaman there doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Didn't even have to think about that play. Acolyte of Pain, I'll draw 1 card. I'll draw 1 card at least. But that's what I need right now. I need cards. I don't want to sacrifice the Ghoul just yet. I want to see if I can combo Ravaging Ghoul with something. Okay, slow plays there. Slow plays. And he's going all face. Sure. And there's Brawl. How interesting. The question is, how do I go about dealing with the board? I think the Ghoul could be a good start, because it could draw me 1 card. So I'll be guaranteed 2 cards. What now? But if I play the Ravaging Ghoul, that's... Yeah, I was going to say an Execute Activator gone. but okay. Drawn one card, drawn another Acolyte. That's not helpful in this situation. But we kill the healing totem. And there's nothing more I can do, really. Nothing more I can do. But he has to deal with this ghoul, otherwise it contests both the Trog and his Flame Tongue totem. But there's another Trog! Trog Heaven. And a Taunt totem, of course. Oh look! A thing! A thing from below. Why not? Why not? Well, is it brawl time? Or can I sustain myself for a bit longer? Nah, we're brawling. Bit early for a brawl. Turn 5. Usually you want to save those brawls. Hey, I win the brawl! Usually you want to save those brawls.
That's incredible. Astonishing.
Yes, incredible, astonishing. You want to save those brawls for a later turn when you can get more value. But look! Oh, he's committing that. A tempo Thunder Bluff. Well, am I really that concerned by it? I could Bran. Yeah, we are concerned. So, Disciple there. Double buff. Oh, double hit, I should say, sorry. Double hit. And we're actually able to clear it. And Bran Bronzebeard is now sitting on board. And if you're the Shaman, you're thinking, I need to clear that. I need to clear Bran. He's not clearing it? Maybe he couldn't. Oh, hello.
Well played.
Right on time. Ancient Shield Bearer. And we've just armoured up for 20. Bran's done his job. Bran can go. I think we win this game. How does he get through 20 armour now? I have more health than him. I'm at 33. And I have Brawl, I have Sylvanas, I have the Emperor, I have card draw in the Acolyte. This is how Cthulhu Warrior specifically can swing a game. Bran Bronzebeard that does not die into Ancient Shieldbearer. That is absolutely insane. That is Alakir. But Alakir is not going to do anything here for him. He's trying to shred... Oh, hello. He's trying to shred armour. I'm just going to liberally use a shield slam. And armor up again.
That's incredible.
Yes, that's incredible.
Astonishing.
You've got 6/6s on the board. Or two 6 attack minions. One is damaged at 3 health. What are you going to do? Oh, okay. Sure. Spell power? Do you get it? No? Never lucky. Never lucky. And look, he's even attacking with the 1-attack weapon to shred armour. To shred armour. That's how worried he is. And there's the Twin Emperor Vetclaw.
The Feast of Souls begins now.
The Feast of Souls begins now. How do you get through this board? That is the question that needs to be asked. Lightning Storm would potentially get rid of the shield bearers, but beyond that, Vetclaw's at 6 health. At 6 health, how do you break through that? Oh look, there's the spell power. Okay, does he have Lightning Storm? No, he doesn't. He's going all in with the trades. Look at that. One of the Emperors took 3 hits there. It took 3 hits. And if there was ever any doubt, of this being over, welcome to the Grand Tournament, says Justicar. Justicar Trueheart now. Letting me armour up. I discussed armouring up to infinity earlier. Well, this may as well be the case now. We are armouring up to infinity. In our case here, infinity means that, yeah, we're maybe at 29 armour, but he can't get through it. He can't beat us. It may as well be armouring up to infinity. How does he break through? That's not going to help him. He's out of cards. He's out of threats. Yes, I got lucky in this game. I won the brawl. Yes, I got the ancient shield bearers. Yes, I got Bran into shield bearer. But I still think this deck has great survivability, generally. Even if I didn't get as lucky as I did, I still think these cards would have come, and I still think I would have won. So, win streak. There we go.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death!
Okay, we're going up against a priest here, and I'm just tempted to keep the Cthulhu cards because this is going to be a slow game, and if I don't get the if I don't get the fiery war axe, I wouldn't necessarily be too sad because I do have a 4-drop there that I can coin out in turn 3. But yeah, Cleric is annoying. We've got to kill it. So look, if I didn't get the War Axe, I would have been stuck for a couple of turns because he'd keep the Cleric on board. He'd probably buff it, and that could be a serious problem for me. But as I say, it is the long game. It's the long game against Priest, and therefore, well, you're not too fussed. You're not too worried, I guess, about that early game. It's all about survivability into the mid to late game. It's about fatigue. It's about outlasting your opponent going into fatigue. As much as he could fill up his board, you know, I have recovery mechanics in terms of double brawl executes, shield slams, armor up forever, armor up to infinity, as I like to call it. And like the Shaman in that previous game, this Priest is now a bit stuck in this early game. I was able to remove the Cleric. He's taking his time. He's thinking through very carefully. What do I do here? The fact that he's taking so long is making me think he's got something he could play, and he's debating whether or not to play it. And he decides not to. Sure. Well, if he's not playing anything, I'm not playing anything. But I'm going to be quicker about it. I'm going to be a lot quicker. So, what have we got? We've got, next turn, we have the Disciple that we could play. We have Cthulhu's Chosen for turn 4. That's pretty solid. And then we also have Sylvanas, which is pretty good. What I wanted to make sure I do, of course, is get my Cthulhu buffed up. So I do need to play the Disciple and the Cthulhu's Chosen before I can play the Shield Bearer, so we need to make sure of that. The Priest is roping once again, clearly unsure of what to do. And I think he's genuinely thinking this through.
Once upon a time.
Okay. Nether Spite Historian. Right, so he's going to get a dragon. This is Dragon Priest. That's really interesting. Okay. Well, do you know what he's done there? He's drawn a dragon, which obviously is good for him. But he's also saying, let's feed the War Axe. Let's feed the 1/3 into the War Axe. So I think that's what he was debating. What to feed into the War Axe. Now look, he's playing faster. He's playing faster. So, yeah, he genuinely was thinking those turns through, I think. That's interesting. Worm Rest Agent. Okay. Well, it has to be Cthulhu's Chosen. Turn 4. On curve play. Presumably he's going to dispatch of it quite easily here. No, he's not. Okay. Yes, because at 4 attack, that is a difficult card to kill. Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Death, don't deal with it. It'll eat a double trade on this board, potentially, unless he's got Holy Nova. Okay, so let's see now. This is a test for Holy Nova or Excavated Evil. Okay, so presumably he'll trade the 1/3 into the Cthulhu's Chosen with the shield, and then he'll Holy Nova. Yeah, there's the trade, and there's the Holy Nova. Okay, yep, expected that, played into it. Absolutely fine. One Holy Nova gone. Okay, going to execute it. We don't want that alive. Spell power with Priest isn't as bad as spell power with Shaman or spell power with Rogue, but it's still bad, right? You don't want that. Oh, okay. This is a full-on Dragon Priest, okay? A full-on Dragon Priest. And I have options. I have options. I mean, one option there was Sylvanas, potentially, because she's very awkward and very difficult to deal with on the board. However, this is Priest. And Priests have in-2. And that's very awkward for me, in-2. So, I need to be very cautious about my Sylvanas here, and when I play her. Okay. Ancient Shield Bearer, giving us our 10 armor. We didn't quite get the value there that we had in the Shaman game with Bran, but it's still good. It's 10 armor, you know, it's still something. 20 armor is obviously preferable and obviously nice. Wow, he got Ysera off of the Historian. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. So what's my counter? I don't know. I'm scared to play Sylvanas. I know there is an Entomb in that hand, and I'm trying to play these big threats here, these 6/6s, because I want to bring out an Entomb. I want him to use one, and the moment I see one of them used, I'll feel confident to play Sylvanas. I'll feel confident. But Ysera is a massive problem here. Wow, he's just cleared my board. She is a massive problem and highly unexpected at this point in the game. Yeah, I need an execute. I need a shield slam, I need an execute, I need a brawl. My hand is not looking good. There's Justicar. Is it time just to welcome them to the Grand Tournament? I think it is. It's time to tank up. I'm very conscious of playing Sylvanas here, as I say, because of Entomb. But I have to deal with Ysera, and I don't know how at the moment. Ysera is a massive swing for this priest. Is a massive, massive swing. And you think back to the Shaman game. In the Shaman game, I had plenty of cards in my hand. You know, he ran out of cards. I had cards. I had card advantage. This is the opposite. The Dragon Priest has serious card advantage. And of course, the rumor is that after the Gadget-san expansion, that Dragon Priest will be a thing now, which is interesting. Excavated Evil. Well, gotta play it, right? It kills Ysera, therefore it was worth playing. Okay, now maybe we can consider stabilizing somehow on this board. And of course, with Cthulhu decks, you're always careful with Cthulhu, because you never want to play Cthulhu unless you can kill them, or unless you've seen their Sylvanas. Because if you play Cthulhu, they play Sylvanas, you probably lose the game, right? Because they'll steal your Cthulhu, hit you with it, and you don't get your Doomcaller value, which is really sad. Yeah, Priest is one of those classes that's probably going to be could be playing a Sylvanas in the deck, although I'm not sure, because this is Dragon Priest, and it's not standard Control Priest, so it's hard to say, actually. It's hard to say. But he's really putting a beat down on me right now, as you can see. But Gorehowl is going to go to work. There is no Harrison. And this is the power of Gorehowl. You have armor. Therefore, you can absorb the hits. I'm still not playing Sylvanas, and I didn't play the Emperor there. I didn't see a need to. I'm actually waiting for Brawl. I'm not sure what Emperor Vecla would do on this board, in the sense that it's just going to die. They're going to die to the trades, right? So we're just going to continue with the Gore Howl. But now we're down. He's down to 3 minions on board, and we're just gonna keep clearing. He's down to 2 now, so we're just gonna keep clearing, keep tanking up. Okay, keep using Gore Howl, and then we'll consider an opportune moment to play Veclaw.
Is someone injured?
Playing Veclaw on a uncontested board is pretty nice, actually. I know Veclaw's a taunt. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Because now I can kill the cleric and we get 3 Veclaws. We get 3 taunts. That's so good. And now I don't really care if he kills one of them. I'll still have 2 left on the board. Yes, that's brilliant. Yeah, playing Veclaw on an uncontested board is pretty sweet. Because 4 damage is significant. 4 to the face is significant. But yeah, this has worked out well for me.
I must consider.
And without a spell, of course, he can't even kill one of them. So yeah, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. He's thinking. He's thinking.
I must consider.
What do I do against 3? 4/6 minions, 6 health, 4 attack. So awkward for Priest to deal with. Yeah, he hasn't got a solution. We may see another Excavated Evil potentially. That does 3 damage. He can then do some trading. Okay, he's trading. Trading, and he's gonna Ysera Awakens. Bloody hell. Okay, my board is gone. Goodbye, board. Yes, of all of the Ysera Dream cards, yeah, he got Awakens. He got the best one. What a shame. And that's a big swing in this game, because I can't kill his 5/4. I can't kill it unless I commit Cthulhu. That's really awkward. So I may just play the Doomcaller here, which in itself is terrible, because now I don't get my Cthulhu value. In terms of resurrecting Cthulhu, putting it back into my deck, I don't get that value anymore. But he may feel he can't deal with it. No, he can. Right. I was going to say, if he felt he couldn't deal with it, he'd entomb it. And then I'd feel safer playing Sylvanas. Here, I may actually be forced to just play Sylvanas, or I may just even consider Cthulhu here. Cthulhu will probably remove both of those minions. But there's the Emperor. That may bring out Entomb, or at least a trade, hopefully. Hopefully he just doesn't go face for 10. As we head closer to fatigue, I do need to watch out for my health total here.
I must consider.
That Gore Howl, it's not really going to be doing a huge amount for me now, unfortunately.
The dragons shall kneel before me.
Right, that is bad news. The historian gave him Ysera and Deathwing Dragonlord. Well, it's time. He can't steal my Sylvanas now because I'm brawling it away. And I'm taking that 5/4. There we go. Best use of Sylvanas ever. Discounted from the Emperor, comboed with Brawl, stealing a minion. Love it. But there are no dragons in his hand, because if there were, they'd have come out of his hand when Deathwing died. Wow. He's playing Alex Strasser. Unbelievable. How do I deal with her? I've got to trade. This is so painful. Or do I just Cthulhu? Cthulhu will probably kill her, but then he'll probably entomb it. What do I do? I've got to tank it. Ow, my face. My face. And I'm just tanking up. So, yeah, it's a priest, right? Unless he's got another Ysera Awakens in that hand, he's not going to be able to do a lot of burst damage. So now I can take it slow, and I'll just tank up every turn. Priest has a limit, and 30 health is their limit. I don't have a limit. I can armor up to infinity. Okay, I can just keep armoring up. So we can outvalue him from a hero power standpoint. And no dragons in hand. Really important information that. And I'm just gonna keep tanking up. I'm not gonna play anything. There's no need. I will consider letting him fill his board. So we have another brawl in this deck. We also have Cthulhu, so there is consideration there for him to fill his board. I just Cthulhu down his board potentially. Oh, he didn't attack. What? Okay. Is this part of some master plan, or is that a rank 17 misplay? He's out of cards nearly. That's interesting.
I'm almost out of cards.
You see, the issue here is playing the Acolyte draws me more cards. I don't know if I want to do that. I really don't. Acolyte here is potentially unplayable unless I'm playing it into a brawl situation. Bloody hell. My last card was an Acolyte. Okay. So, we are in the fatigue game now. And he's taking fatigue first. I'm just going to keep tanking up.
Well played.
Well played. He's going to keep healing. I have Cthulhu. He knows it. He gives up. Yes. Fatigue, 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 and then Cthulhu and kill him. And I've got Brawl too. So, there we go. Cthulhu Warrior taking down a mid-range Shaman and taking down a Dragon Priest, which I thought was pretty good, actually. I think I played that okay. There may have been some misplays, but for the most part, I think it was pretty solid in terms of my plays. So there we go. Consider this deck as an alternative on the ladder. It does deal with Shaman in a reasonable manner. So if you're having trouble with Shamans, consider this deck, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like the video, please subscribe. I'd be very grateful. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.